I was blessed to have a mother and father who taught me wrong from right. They taught me things like what was important in life and how important it was to treat others like you would want to be treated. Even though they taught me these things, I didn't use them in my everyday life because I didn't feel that they were important. I was mean and hateful, I was disrespectful, I did whatever I want. It was all about me. I didn't care about anything at all. Well, little did I know, someone would come along and then remind me that those things were important, those things that my parents had taught me. That someone was my son. These are pictures of Caden and I, of different things we've done. That one was his first day of school, family picture, and then we just recently went to Dallas to the stadium because he's a Cowboys fan. So those are some pictures of us. Caden made an impact on my life by steering me away from the party life, giving me a desire to lead by example, and showing me what true love is. So while at a routine doctor, the doctor gave me some news that would change my life forever. The doctor informed me that I was 13 weeks pregnant, and at that point in my life, it was a mess. I was doing nothing but staying out all night, drinking every night, and occasionally doing drugs. At that moment, I started to think, oh my gosh, what have I done to him? Look at all the horrible things that I've been doing to my body. And it started to make me think about what I have done, what I could have done, possibly done to him. I started thinking about, could I have caused him Down syndrome? Would his lungs be fully developed because I was doing all these things? At that point, I knew that I had to change my life, and I had to change it for him. I gave up my late night partying, I gave up the drinking, and of course, of all, I gave up the drugs. After 40 weeks, I found out he was perfect. He had 10 little toes, 10 little fingers, and a cute little nose. I went home with a happy, healthy baby boy. So he made an impact on my life by stopping me from going to the parties. So furthermore, he gave me the desire to lead by example. In 2015, I decided to go back to school to become a paramedic. At that point in time, Caden was 7 years old, which meant that I would be giving up a lot of time away from him and not getting to see a lot of the extracurricular activities that he was doing and milestones. Because it was a year-long program, it was a lot of dedication. So I missed out on his football games, I missed out on basketball games, and his first day and last day of school, and many more things. I felt bad for not being able to be there, and whenever I was at home, I didn't spend much time with him because I had a lot of homework and I had to sleep. So one day, Caden looked at me while I was sitting on my bedroom floor doing my homework, and he asked me, "You always have homework, you don't have time with me." So at that point in time, I was devastated. I did have a lot of homework, and I did sleep because I was up all night. It took all I had not to cry in front of him. So one day, again, while I was sitting on my bedroom floor working on homework, he came over and sat beside me. My homework that week was cardiology. I had to learn the function of the heart and everything like that. As he sat there, he looked at my book and said, "Mom, what's that page? What's the picture of that?" And I replied to him, "It was a picture of human's heart." His first response to me was, "Mom, that is not a picture of a human's heart." As we continued to sit there, I decided to give him some more information about the structure, the functions of the heart. He quickly became bored and went back to playing his regular games. At that time, I gave no thought to explaining those things to him about the heart. So the next day, I went and picked up Caden from my grandparents because they watched him throughout the day for me. And as soon as I stepped in the door, my grandmother shouted with joy, "Lauren, Caden's been telling everyone that you're studying to be a doctor." He told me things about the heart, the shape, the functions that I never knew about. My grandmother was so excited to share the news with me. Hearing her tell me about this conversation had a huge impact on me, one that I will never forget. It validated I was doing something right as a mother. It was showing him how important it was having an education, and it gave me the desire to lead by example. Beyond the things previously mentioned, Caden has made an impact on the way I look at love. I always thought I knew what love looked and felt like. Well, he taught me the true meaning of love. Love is wanting to be around a person all the time, seeing past their mistakes, and always thinking about what someone else is doing. His little notes, his little projects that he brings home for me, here's some of them. He wrote to me and he made. He was so excited about this when he had to take his own picture. All things considered, Caden has an impact on my life in a significant way. He steered me away from the party life, gave me a desire to lead by example, and showed me what the true meaning of love is. I was blessed to be raised like this, and he's shown me that how important it is.